You know what's good, YouTube. It's Kratoctavio here, back again once again, and today, people, we're going to start off the video by picking our starter. Right now, we are on random.org, where we have a list of 3 Pokemon: Grayson the Magikarp, Nagini the Arbok, and Butterball the Butterfree. You may be wondering, why are these 3 Pokemon presented in front of me? The reason for that is because here, you decided to vote for them 6 times apiece. Toothless, who you're not able to see, got 2 votes. Big Mac got 1, and Master Chica got 1. So at least everyone got 1 vote. I had a feeling Magikarp would get up there, but Nagini was a real surprise. Butterball, I'm glad got up there, but what we're going to do is we're going to randomize this list, and whoever is at the top of this list will be our starter. 1 button, 1 choice. Let's get it decided. And our starter is going to be Nagini. So we're going to start this game with an Arbok. It's a lot better than Magikarp. Unfortunately, we can't use Butterball, but at least, starting with Nagini, we can see if his replacement of Pixelmon or Porygon was justifiable. So let's go ahead and jump to the game. I'll see you in just a moment. And despite having already done it, because I've not recorded in nearly a week and a half, you know what's good, YouTube. It's Kratoctavio here, back again once again. And today, people, we're starting Crystal. We are starting the second of 6 games on our Ashlocke. Last time that you saw me, we did a bit of our charity thing, which, BT dubs, I love that I've got that going up. If you have not gone and seen that yet, I highly recommend it. I know I recommend my videos, obviously, but this isn't just because I want views or I want people to actually potentially sub to me or any of that bull. It's because it's for a very good cause, but that's for that. I'll be making an update video on that this Sunday. But let's go ahead and jump to the game. Ignore that new game. I have no idea why that's actually there. But as you saw at the beginning of this episode, we ended up randomizing our starter in simply because it was a very, very close race between 3 of our Pokemon. It's 3:29 to be exact. When I'm recording this, the time will probably be completely off for the rest of it, but that will be fine. And well, anyways, so I had to randomize the list of Arbok, Butterball, and Grayson. I don't know why I called Arbok when he's actually Nagini, but that's fine. I don't know why I'm telling you this, because you just saw it. I'm recording this a little bit after I did that, so my brain's kind of iffy and off. But as you can see right there, that's a Kingdra. Normally that's something else. I'm not exactly sure what that Pokemon usually is, but it's a Kingdra. And in case you're wondering why that actually is, that's because I've now randomized static Pokemon. Which means that Jigglypuff egg that we're going to be getting in the first town that is no longer a Jigglypuff. That is actually going to be a random Pokemon. It can be any of the 251 Pokemon that was available up to this point. But hopefully it will not be any of the other Pokemon that we've ran into. At least not on our first route. And we can actually turn on the PC and it's empty still. When you give me the stupid little potion... Do I have a sister? Do I have a sister in this game? Or is that Mom's wife? Is my mom a lesbian? I mean, it's cool if she is, but... I want to know, is my mom a lesbian? I should go back there and ask her. That's not a great thing to wake up to. Having your son ask you, hey, are you a lesbian, Mom? It is Sunday. Actually, crap, it's actually Monday. Never mind, but I don't know if it's daylight savings time, so I'm going to say no. Yeah, it's 3:31, actually. So that's correct. Yes, I know how to use a phone. Oh my god, this opening's slow, but it's fine because I can fix the text speed in just a moment. Anyways, like I was trying to explain, as we make our way to Professor Elm's house, in case this happens to be the first video of mine that you're seeing, first of all, welcome. Thank you for watching. But if you're wondering what an Ashlocke is, the rules will be in the description, but I will go ahead and let you know also. An Ashlocke is something that I came up with originally about 2 months ago. I couldn't get to record, actually more than 2 months ago, maybe 5-6 months ago, I don't know. Either way, it's a Nuzlocke that takes place across not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 games. The games that we will be playing through are Yellow, Crystal, Emerald, Platinum, Black, and Black 2. I went with those games because I consider those games' stories canon. And the reason I'm going with Black and Black 2 is because I've never actually played those. I've played White 2 out of the 5th gen games only, so I have no idea how this works, how Black and Black 2 will work in comparison. And the rules of the Ashlocke are simple. First of all, it's a simple Nuzlocke with the original 3 rules. 1 Pokemon per area, must name them all, and if they faint, box them or release them. But what I'm going to be doing is, with that on top of this, I'm going to be having it where the Dupes clause follows. And it's not going to be your traditional Dupes clause. This Dupe clause is going to follow like this. If you've run into this Pokemon before... God, does he ever shut up? Seriously. You cannot catch a Pokemon on that route, period. Which means that you're going to be limited to your options. And you're just going to keep on going through these games. The Pokemon will be randomized. That way, when we get to Black, it will actually still be a challenge. But how we're going to pick out of these 3 Arboks is simple. We're going to go ahead and look at our ID number. You see that 7 right there? How I'm going to be doing this is, if the last number ends in a 1 through 3, I will pick the first Pokemon. If it ends through a 4 through 6, I will pick the second. If it ends within 7 through 9, then I will pick the third, and if it ends in a 0, I can pick my own. So because this ends with a 7, I have to go with the third one. We're going to be going with this Arbok. So, you like Arbok? And he's going to go ahead and give us our Arbok. I have the holding items randomized too, so we may actually get something useful. We have to give him this nickname, Nagini, because this is the same Arbok. Well, in canon, I guess our in-game our in-channel canon, if you want to call it that. This is our own Arbok from our yellow Ashlocke. Except he's level 5 because every time that Ash goes to a new region, his Pikachu basically reset. That's a bit of the reason I called it an Ashlocke. I have other reasons for calling it that, but that's beside the point right now. If you want to know, I'll let you know. But, either way, it's going to go ahead and give us home's phone number, and then after that, we can go ahead and change the text speed. Because this is brutally slow. Okay, thank you. Let's go ahead and change the text speed to not slow, to fast. Oh, it makes a ding whenever it saves. I didn't know that. But still, people are going to decide to talk to us. Thankfully, this guy's going to go ahead and give us a potion, which can come in handy later. Since we stepped out of this door, we're going to look at our Arbok. So, we have a Nagini. It's level 5. He's got, with TM47, but he's got Wrap, Leer, Poison, Sting, and Bite. He's actually already got a full moveset, which is nice. Let's go ahead and take this TM47 from him and see what that is. It's unfortunately not a Master Ball, but can't all be one. Steel Wing. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Because I've came across like some weird Pokemon sets using the randomizer a few times. Like I had an Arbok that could fly. I had a flying Arbok, so some strange things happen. Either way, let's go ahead and head up here. Okay, if I could actually walk, maybe. Because we're not starting the Nuzlocke until we get our Pokeballs, this Krabby encounter does not count. I would not mind actually having a Krabby. Nagini looks beautiful. The different shades of purple and that little bit of red/pink on the bottom looks nice. Looks so much better than the yellow sprites already. I enjoy yellow, but yeah, this game is a lot better than it already. And is it wrong to compare games that were like 2 years apart based off of graphics? Probably not, but you know what, I do it anyways because it's my channel and I can do that. Let's see what else is actually on this route that we can potentially catch. Tritini! Oh my god, please. Please let this be my first encounter whenever I get back here. Please give me a Dragonite straight off the bat. I know it will be a pain to train, but you know, it will be fine. I actually don't know the Johto region as well as the Kanto region. I know it relatively well, just not as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just deal with all of this because he'll be giving us a town map, and I believe he also gives the running shoes. That could just be the different hacks of the second gen games I've played, but I'm not sure. We'll see because the next stop will be at his house. And then we can make our way through here and we'll be good to go. He's going to give us a small gift, the map card. I know he gives us that, but does he give us the running shoes? He wishes us luck on our journey. Thank you, old man. So let's go ahead and head on up here. Make our way right and make another sharp turn, but unfortunately this Pokemon's going to decide to mess with us. And it's going to be a Cargo. Okay. I can work with Macargo. Macargo is not actually a bad Pokemon, to be honest. He's slow and he's bulky. While maybe not my traditional favorite type of Pokemon, it's still a very good Pokemon in my opinion. Yes, the 4 times ground weakness and the 4 times water weakness sucks, but if Primal Groudon can overcome it, so can you. I'm liking these encounters. I'm really starting to like these encounters. We get Tangelas, we get Dratinis, we get Krabbies. We get more Pokemon that decide they want to mess with us. I know I'm not killing any of them, but that's because I'm already... Please make this my encounter. Thank you. Please make this my encounter. Whenever I come back here, please make this my encounter. Thank you very much. Thank you, come again. Was that racist? I don't think that's racist. That's just doing Apu from The Simpsons, so... I was about to say, if you think Apu's racist, well, he kind of is, but you know what? It'll be fine, because if you're offended by that, I'm sorry, but you're kind of a knob. And I'm sorry to any actual knobs for calling them a knob. Either way, I'm gonna stop rambling, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and take a nap here after Professor Oak stops blabbing at me. I had to deal with you all of last gen. You yelled at me after I became champion to catch more Pokemon. No, I don't want to catch more Pokemon, because if I catch more Pokemon, I have less options. And when I have less options, I lose more. Do you want me to lose Professor Oak? Do you hate me that much? What have I done to you? I beat your grandson for being a poor sport. He didn't love his Pokemon. He did nothing. I had a Mewtwo. Fortunately, Mewtwo is now stuck in there forever. Maybe we'll run into another Mewtwo. I would not mind actually seeing, not Nagini, but Masachika again. Either way, Professor Oak's going to go ahead and give us the Pokédex. I have it fixed where it's the national Pokédex and we can get any of these Pokemon and it won't mess with the game at all. And we're going to go ahead and take a nap at an old man's house that we don't know, because that seems like a smart idea, children. When in doubt, sleep at old people's house. Either way, Professor Elm's just going to go ahead and call us. He's going to whine and moan that, oh no, someone took my Pokemon. Yeah. Except we're going to see why that logic fails with the randomizer. I actually don't know what he's going to have. I'm kind of hoping he has Chikorita. What? 'Cause I don't know the order that they give that this is in. Like, what order is it? Oh, there's some. Oh yeah, there's an item here. I forgot about that. A love ball. That's one thing I don't like about the second gen games. There's so many worthless different types of Pokeballs that they never brought back because they were pointless. Love Ball, on the other hand, was actually pretty good. Because if you don't know what the Love Ball does, then correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. A Love Ball multiplies its catch rate based off of each of the genders. If they're the same it's 0.75, and if it's the opposite genders, it's 1.25. But what is our rival going to have? Cyndaquil. So we actually took the Chikorita. Let's go ahead and go for the bite. Let's try to get the Paraflinch off. Well, not Paraflinch, just Flinch. Cyndaquil is going to go for the Leer. We're going to get another pot off on the Cyndaquil, and that's going to be a tackle. How much is the tackle going to do? It's going to do 7. If we can flinch him, we don't flinch him, the tackle is going to bring us down to... Thankfully, I don't start the Nuzlocke until I get Pokeballs, because that would have sucked. Thankfully, Nagini's a monster and decides to eat everything. That's a weird little way for the EXP to come up. Comes up from the right instead of to the right. That's fine by me. Because we're going to actually go ahead and heal up, because our unnamed rival that I have no idea what I'm going to name him. I actually have no idea what I'm going to name him. I might go ask some people if they want to be named a rival in the middle of the episode. Actually, no, that'd be very unprofessional. That would be very, very unprofessional, but I'll come up with something. I already have it. One of my best friends and someone that we were planning on doing a co-op with, but things kind of he decided he didn't want to do it, which is fine by me. His choice. He's not that big of a Pokemon fan. He's okay with the games, I guess. And plus, the game we were going to be doing is not really the best choice, seeing about future plans, but we'll save that for the future. He's gonna go ahead and moan at us because he thinks we're a thief. But our rival's name is actually going to be Aaron. So, Aaron, if you somehow see this, let me know, because that'd actually be kind of cool. But, either way, oh yeah, we have to talk to him about the stupid egg. Because he apparently doesn't know how Pokemon works. Like, I know I'm not the first person to question this, but can someone explain that to me? Can someone explain how no one in between the 2 years that these games take place, they never saw a Pokemon being born? You had a daycare. I know you could only leave one Pokemon there at a time, and I have a Pokemon in the daycare at the moment in yellow. Wonder how that little guy's doing. But either way, we'll just ignore him because that's irrelevant, and you weren't actually supposed to know about him because I picked up the wrong Pokemon the first time in Celadon City. I meant to pick up the Porygon, I picked up in the Abra. But his aide is going to go ahead and give us a couple of Pokeballs, which means the Nuzlocke now officially starts. So if we get shot in the head, we lose. Why are you in the kitchen? You're supposed to be static. Yeah, you're going to ask us about our Pokemon? Okay. I do not want you to save my money, because I always forget about you, and I find it pointless to come back and get the money from you. So now we are in Route 29, and it's a brand new area. No, I'd actually not like you to show me how. Thank you. I didn't know that you could say no to that. But let's go ahead, and our first encounter on Route 29 is going to be a Krabby. Okay, what are we going to name a Krabby? Might go with the obvious answer. If he lives that, which he does, goes for the Bubble. That's a powerful Bubble. It was powerful. It dropped our speed and did 2 damage. You know what? What is your gender? You're the same as me. Boo. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Pokeball at you then. Stay in the Pokeball, please. There's no need for you to break out of this. 1, 2, 3. And we got a Krabby. Krabby's data was added to the newly acquired Pokedex. Krabby, the river Pokemon. The river crab Pokemon, I should say. 1 foot 1 and 14 pounds. If it is unable to find food, it will absorb nutrients by swallowing a mouthful of sand. Well, that's disgusting. But either way, we're going to give you the most obvious nicknames. I'm going to name you Chip, actually. I was going to go with Cookie, but it's way too cliche. So I'm going to give Chip, like chocolate chip cookie. So, cliche, but not as much. So let's go ahead and look at our Chip. Little Chip. It's got Bubble. It's got Bubble. Don't know why I found that funny. I'm very easily entertained, if you haven't been able to tell by now. Actually, how long have we been recording? Because I just want to keep on going. I really have no idea. I'm going to check that in just a moment. Because after we run into this wild Pokemon, which is going to be a... I love / hate this. I love Dunsparce. He's a little Twinkie. But he's awful. He's an awful Pokemon. And he gets no moves. Which is really unfortunate. But why did I go for Rap? This isn't first gen. It's a critical hit. His rage is building. Oh, that's about to do a lot. Yeah, let's just get out of this battle. Dunsparce is going to kill Nagini, and I'd prefer that not to happen. So, I'm gonna actually check right now how long we've been recording, because I have no idea. So we've been recording for about 23 minutes. It's a decent length of a video, but it's my first video back in almost a week. I have not recorded it in almost a week. So this video may be a little bit longer. I have no idea how long it's going to be, but it's going to be a little bit longer. Really? Okay. That's cool. You give us a stupid chip instead of a Larvitar. It's gonna go ahead and bite us, which is gonna do 5. Hope maybe this won't crit. Don't crit. Okay, doesn't crit. We don't flinch. We get a bubble off on Larvitar that's 4 times effective. It's stab. I know that we're both low level, but it still can't one-shot. Chip, get your stuff together. No one likes Pokemon like you. Because everything wants to murder us, I think that we may be getting close to ending off the episode. I wanted to make a longer episode, and I know I just said I would, but... oh, we're getting destroyed by everything in sight, so... we're gonna get one more encounter, and then we're gonna end off the episode. We're gonna end off the episode with 3 new Pokemon, which is a good amount in my opinion, for the first episode. We could have had 4, but no, it doesn't spawn. I may have to train up the 2 other Pokemon on our team in the beginning of the next episode. And our first encounter in this route is going to be a... ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. It's gonna go ahead and go for the Ember on our chip, which should not do anything. Bubble, I know it's super effective in its stab, but... yeah, that did nothing. Plus it's Bubble. His move is almost doing as much as ours. Let's go for another Bubble. That will put him in the yellow. And then hopefully another one he'll... yeah, he'll live one more unless this is a crit. Chip, I swear to God, if you crit, you're being put in the box. If you crit right here, you're going to be put in the box. Chip. Good. Good job, Chip. You're not being put in a box. So let's go ahead and throw our Pokeballs at him. Can we get a Magby? 2. It's gonna go for another Ember, which is unfortunate, but... speaking of crits, let's go ahead and switch Nagini out front. Chip, I may have actually had to box you because this Magby doesn't want to cooperate. It's gonna go for the burn. It's gonna go for the Ember. Hoping for the burn, but... we've got 4 more Pokeballs, and we have a Magby. 1, 2, 3. And we caught Magby. I know the name that everyone wants me to give it if you know them, but since I don't actually work with them and none of them know me, and I don't personally know them, I'm not going to name it Tic-Duck. I'm sorry. I have a name in mind, and it's kind of but so now we're going to go ahead and give Magby the live cold Pokemon, which stands at 2'4" and 47 pounds. It naturally spits an 1100-degree flame. It is said when many appear, it hurls a volcanic eruption. So what are we going to go and name this thing? We're going to go and name this thing Spitfire. Why do I always say that I'm going to name it that and then I'm going to... no, I am actually going to name it Spitfire. I was about to name it Spyro, but that doesn't really work. So now we have Spitfire, the Magby. And something that... And as we make our way back to town to heal up, I'm going to end off the video with a question. The question of the day is, out of the 3 possible Pokemon that we could have got from the randomizer, again, they are Nagini, the Arbok, Grayson, the Magikarp, or Butterball, the Butterfree. Who would you have wanted to be our starter in this game? So let me know down in the comments below. And I will see you next time. And peace.